In the heart of a small rural town, nestled between endless fields and whispering woods, there lived a man named Jacob. Jacob was a skeptic, a practical man who believed only in what he could see and touch. But one fateful night, his beliefs were shattered by an encounter that would haunt him forever. It was a moonless night, the kind that swallows the world in darkness. Jacob, driving home from a late shift at the factory, noticed an odd light in the sky. At first, he dismissed it as a shooting star, but as he continued along the winding road, the light grew brighter, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. Curiosity gnawed at him, urging him to pull over and investigate. He parked his car by the side of the road and stepped out, craning his neck to get a better look. What he saw made his blood run cold. Hovering silently above the tree line was a colossal, otherworldly craft. It defied all logic and comprehension, its sleek metallic surface reflecting the faint light of the stars. Jacob's mind reeled with disbelief. This couldn't be real. It had to be a trick of the light, a figment of his tirade imagination. But then, as if to mock his disbelief, the craft moved. It glided effortlessly through the night sky, defying the laws of physics. Jacob's heart hammered in his chest as he watched, paralyzed with fear and awe. Suddenly the craft vanished into the darkness, leaving Jacob standing alone in the silence of the night. Trembling, he stumbled back to his car and drove home, his mind ablaze with questions and fear. Days passed, but Jacob couldn't shake the memory of that night. He became obsessed, scouring the internet for answers, searching for anyone who had witnessed what he had seen. But the more he delved, the more he realized he was treading dangerous waters. Late one evening, as Jacob sat alone in his dimly lit living room, there came a knock at the door. He hesitated, his heart pounding in his chest. Who could it be at this hour? With trembling hands, he approached the door and peered through the peephole. Standing on his doorstep were two men dressed in black suits, their faces obscured by shadow. Jacob's blood turned to ice. He knew instinctively who they were, the men in black. His mind raced with fear as he debated whether to answer the door or pretend he wasn't home. But before he could make a decision, the men spoke in unison, their voices cold and mechanical. "We know what you saw," they said, their words sending a chill down Jacob's spine. "And we cannot allow you to speak of it." Before Jacob could react, they stepped forward, their movements swift and deliberate. In an instant, he was engulfed in darkness, his screams swallowed by the night. When morning came, Jacob was gone, leaving behind only whispers and speculation. But the memory of that fateful night lingered, a shadow haunting the edges of reality, a reminder that some truths are better left buried in the darkness